Have you ever feel getting distracted by phones, emails, and your text messages by friends? When you're actually working, then your phone actually starts beeping. Well, what's that? You reach on your phone and read right away. This takes for about 20 minutes and hours if you can guess. And this is what we call distraction. Well, when we talk about distraction, who causing it? You thought that this was all phones or social media, but it actually wasn't. Well, this was an experiment for this person named Jake. He's the one who was talking in the BBC and this channel. He said that he was also trying to experiment to change his iPhone into something of the 1920s. Also his computer turned to the 1920s. No internet variable, and just text messages, emails, and phone calls. But he still was distracted. He was distracting on the things he didn't want to do. Instead, he continued to take even out the trash, read a book, and gets nothing done. And the thing that he really needs the most and he hates. He just focusing on first on external thoughts. We never thoughts inside or internal. Well, internal thoughts when we will actually feel bored, our emotions will feel escalated, feeling lonely or scared can make you do other things. Like for example, being bored, you can have your friends watch Facebook, or being feel bored and lonely do the same thing, or the others. Just doing fun things to relax your life. And that's why, because of internal thoughts and our emotions, want us to do something else that wasn't really mattered. Well, then how can we actually stop this kind of behavior of distraction? We can have 5 ways to stop getting distracted. The first is to plan your original day. Most of the things this will never going to work. Well, because why? If you thought that planning your day was actually writing onto the paper and get things done automatically, instead it wasn't like that. Otherwise, you're stuck on the paper and done nothing. For a person, regularly, if they were stubborn and they feel and they did nothing done, even though they write on the paper or plan the day very normally, they still can't be like that. You have this big emotional goal inside their head that said no, and that monkey inside her just completely charges us to something where a place more playable that drives us place to go there. The plan your day is very executive and also efficient. But it wasn't like that actually. Plan your day, you have to add time, add some schedule, and also how we can improve things there. Because each of us have consequences. 2 consequences of getting distraction. The other distraction is as a very complicated thing to deal with. You'll actually do something in a meeting or go to somewhere. Your phone stop beeping, that is a distraction. You cannot stop. After that, it repeats and you repeat the action. Nothing gets done. Well, this is some of the consequences. When nothing gets done, your anger sometimes builds up because you were originally full focus, but something just kept distracting you. So you ban off your phones and just focus on normally. Also the consequences, and furthermore, the consequences of all these kind of distraction can bring you to dissatisfaction with your work, feeling sad and ignorant about everything that you have done today, and how this distraction can keep you busy so much and get nothing done in your work. But there's a still way. So the consequences of distraction here, we have to be aware of those things. Third, surfing through the urge. The surfing through the urge is not mean that we are actually going through a wave that was making us very happy and wonderful. It means that we have to search through or go through a momentum thing and a call from our head wants us to do. To do this, for example, an alcoholic and one who get drugs, oversight drugs. The people who says them to just try to get their mind and subsidize all the emotion down and ignored. The one who's doing this the same way ease down and stop smoking and taking all these drugs. This is a very effective way to serve through urge. 4 is the liminal moments. This is also one of the consequences that the thing that will give us is called distraction. Well, the liminal moments means that we have essential time. For example, if you're walking on the pavement, you're about to go to your favorite car in the whole world and have a famous business meeting. As you start to get bored, get out your phone and keep doing it. If you come down automatically, you're still on your phone no matter what. The little moments still get us distracted. And that's why we really need to be aware of this. No matter what, we have to get things done first before we actually go through all these moments. 5. Originally, the last piece here is where we show you like being real and powerless. And alcoholics in many studies, they show that the one who was the least sober and have the mind and have the power to say that they are power, they're not powerless. They can go through all these drugs and alcoholics. And that's the one who have the power and the mind to control it. They quit it instantly. This means that no matter what, these drugs and distraction and learn a lesson, they can never take over us. And you must never ever listen to the lie that we can do nothing about it. There are so many things that we can do everything about it. Thank you for listening.